So cool, hello everyone, I'm Krieger, I'm streaming No Place Like Home today, and I'm trying to see if I can get the game done in the next hour or 2 or 3 or however long it takes, but whatever happens, we'll see how it goes. Let's have some fun. I think I've done a little bit of playing since my last stream, so yeah. So let's go live, and there we go. Come on, pick up, there we go. I figured it out. Yay. Okay. So where I am is I upgraded some chicken houses and now I've got an absurd number of eggs laying around quite literally everywhere, filling up my inventory. And like I can do pretty much nothing because it's just egg. My whole life is egg. That's all there is, folks. It's just egg. Everything is made of egg in this world. And why don't we do that? Preserve it. I'm just gonna stop burning this stuff, man. I'm not gonna. I don't care. I'm really not in the mood to faff with this. These upgraded cowshed upgrades. Okay, I need to go find. Oh, there's so many. There is so much of everything, everywhere. I made the mistake of doing other stuff for a while. I really want the ability to jump again, man. I really, really want to jump again. It would be very nice to allow me to jump so that I could avoid all this other trash. Anyways. I guess I could take the milk. The milk's fine. Okay, so now we save and go home. Spend a few days asleep. And remember to not feed the damn animals. Because there is way too much stuff. Okay, let's just get the all 7. Any of you viable? No. Okay, that's fine. I see we got some goatsies, sheepsies. That's cool. I actually need the yarn. Collect. Come here, sheep. Hello. Hello, sheep. Sheep. I'm willing to do it. Haha, haha, ha. And then I believe we're gonna put down another bunch of them in front here. What I've done before is like just chowed everything into like using it to upgrade. But we'll see. We'll see where we get to from here. I know I need the spinning machine thing. It's ridiculous. Wait, let's just sort. I wish I had a way to mass, like select all in trash. But okay, we're just gonna very quickly do some inventory management right here. Be really fast, somewhat glorious. All just goes away. Bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. There we go. Now I save and go home. And I'm trying to think what I want to do next. I need to see about upgrades. I want to not get swarmed with an ungodly amount of things again. So I want to avoid that. And I know I need a watermelon salad for whatever reason, because my brain says, hey, remember, you get a watermelon salad. So, apparently that's important. Do I know why? Nope. Not a clue. Should I check the stats to see why? Possibly. Am I gonna? I'll leave that to you to figure out, my friend. Okay, and then we can go here to the village, and then I'm gonna go speak to the old guy and Rudy about the upgrades, because I have a suspicion I'm gonna need the loom if I haven't got everything unlocked. Okay, don't really care about those, but whatever. Ooh, Rudy's house. Because my man likes it here. And now we can go to the architect. No, the architect's not here yet. But we can go to the pig guy. Pigman! And now you can hop over to the greater map. Wait, those two are here? It looks like I need to keep going here and then take a left, and we'll be able to get there. So we can see what that's about, I think. That'll be interesting. Damn it, let me get to your front porch, bastard. It'll be real nice if I have an easy way to get there. Okay, let's see what else is here, because I didn't like tweak to the fact that the other guys are here, but that's good enough. We can go to the bird lady. Do I have any feathers? No feathers, but I know she wants crops, or maybe it's the gardener that wants crops. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. We'll have some fun. Obviously, we will, because we are busy streaming a game, and games are fun. Woohoo! Yeah, fun game. Okay, we've got the loom. Super cheese. Okay, I think we've got everything we're gonna get. So we can just hop to the desert. And because I remember the start was here somewhere. Let me just make sure my settings are good. Okay, cool. So now here we come. Bam. Nope. Gotta get that. And what would you like, my dear lady? Nothing. You don't care. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure I am on a quest. Just as I'm fairly sure I've gotten completely distracted. But it's fine. We'll just do this anyways, because, you know, why not? Hello, fox. Pet, pet. Goat. That's true. We'll be getting all the goats. The goats. Is that a reference to a site? No, and don't look it up. That sounds like a reference to a site. You're being awfully specific. Like, I'm telling you now. Just don't. Sometimes you gotta believe your resident troll. When the troll's like, bruh, I'm telling you, I'm warning you now. Don't let it be said you ain't been warned or told. Do not do that thing. We're like, it won't be that bad. You're just trying to steal away my humor. It's like, okay. I warned you. What is it? The Monty Python, where the rabbit chows off the dude's head and the guy's just like, I warned you, and you said no, it's just a wee little bunny. Who's laughing now, eh? Now that I warned you this would happen and you did not pay attention to me, and now this is happening. I told you. It's just like, oh man. Like, what do you think's worse? A bad winner or terrible? Like, is a terrible winner or a terrible loser worse? Like, I think it's tricky to decide which one's more annoying to deal with, you know? Anyways, I imagine I'm either going to beat up Grandpa's nemesis or like help him or save him or something along those lines. Something somewhere along the way is going to happen. But seeing as this game is determined to go the wholesome route, I've got a feeling it's going to be like, I'm just going to go beat some sense into him. He's going to be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't realize what I was doing is not great. It's like, okay. So glad it was that easy to fix. Like, yeah, good thing I was easy to fix. I want to go down here because I see an alternative path. And I do love me old paths. And again, we are on rails, so we're pretty safe. Like Ruby? Yes, like Ruby. And also stop making programmer jokes in my stream. I'll have you know programmers aren't funny unless you're also a programmer. Why would I know that joke and consider it funny if I wasn't a programmer? I think you should just shush, okay? Sometimes some people know to leave well enough alone and some people do not. I think you should be one of the former, not one of the latter, okay? Okay, good. I'm glad. You know what? I realized where I got that from is a guy called Renaissance Periodization does exercise videos. But like, yeah, he does that and it's funny as heck. Ah, man. A lot of gay jokes too, but he like peppers them in pretty well. It's pretty good. Not in like an offensive way, just like, ha ha ha. Like, gee, I got this great exercise, like, you know, my old hand moving up and down, like, it's great for the forearms. It's like, yeah, it's just fantastic. I just can't keep it on for more than 20 minutes. Well, you should pick something else, you know. Good old shake weight. Good old shake weight. Actually, now that I think about it, yeah, I have finished up to just before here. I don't think the desert was added last time I did that quest because I remember pretty much everything we've done so far. I can even swear I've done the what's its name? I could swear I've done the goats, but maybe I stopped before then. Because when I did it, there was only the 3 major shopkeepers, like the 3 zones and areas, whatever. But I think they had the doors, because I'm pretty sure they had planned the zones, but I don't think they had implemented them. Interesting. Very interesting. It's like it's interesting to consider like where this stuff came from, you know, because it's like, I wonder. But I'm enjoying this immensely. I love how they've done the thing where it's like the more you play, the more it like changes color and gets greener and greener and greener. That's nice. But then again, that's been the appeal to this game. Like, I'm a sucker for long grinds, and although this game is one heck of a long grind, it's a pretty good one. It's pretty bloody satisfying as well. Should I go back and tag the stream appropriately? Probably. Should I, like, do other things? Yes. Should I play Rimworld? Possibly. But, like, I got into it and I was like, okay, I have two problems. I skip between games like a mofo. Like in my private life, I already play like 5 extra games. Where I'm hearing the thing make noises, but I don't see where it is, and it's very frustrating. I hear like a where are you, you bastard? Come here and die like a man. Come here and get patted on the head. Okay, arid plane. Cool. So now we can just warp back. Global map. The desert's actually relatively small now that I look at it. It's surprising actually. What are my quests? There's no water. Okay, I need to fix the pipes. Place it as bushes. No treats. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going. Bloody heck, the desert has no chill, my dude. It ain't got no chill. Ain't none of it here. Damn. It really has none. But okay, that's good. Makes it fun. So we're just basically gonna just do a single pass through the desert, then she's probably gonna be like, oh, I need material to make clothes. And we're like, oh, okay, I'll get you material to make clothing. But I will say it's always an interesting thing to see how devs respond. And like, I don't know so much these devs because I haven't really followed them that closely. But I've seen a lot of other games that devs will be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I got sick and dealt with crippling depression. It's like, dude, I don't... As a person consuming the product that's paid for something, like, I don't... Like, I get it, but also I don't care beyond, like, when you started battling with depression, you should have been like, hey, post, look. I'm freaking pretty terrible. Updates are going to be slow until I recover. And I'll do what I can and I'll let you guys know. And that would have been cool. Instead of devs doing what they do when they kind of go dark for like months at a time, you're like, okay, well, this game's just dead. And they come back with, yeah, now I feel better and I'm so motivated and productive, and just like, ah. Okay, so I'm gonna hit one shoddy update and you go back to the hole that you came from mentally. Like, okay, this is not, it's not an improvement, my guy. This is, if anything, it's worse. Like, you don't really run on motivation as much as you do on habit. Like, it's the weird rub of being human, but we don't, like, motivation is what you use to set a habit. You don't use a habit to give yourself motivation. Speaking of habit, I think that was 70 kilocalories. I really need to get back into the habit of measuring yogurt I eat, but I know that is either 40 or 70. So for breakfast, add food, quick add 70. Which is very ironic because I put in a lot of other, let's add 60, doesn't matter. Put in a lot of stuff. So yeah, in case you hadn't been abundantly killed by that, yes, I'm doing calorie tracking. Is it terrible, as bad as people say? Not really. It's actually pretty chill. Like, I think I and everybody else made it out to be harder than it is, but like the big thing with calorie counting is like takeout is just... Takeout's impossible, man. There's... Like, I see why people who count calories like McDonald's and Burger King. And that isn't because it tastes good, but because they actually, like, track it. Otherwise, it's like, yeah, but it'd be like signing a blank check at a restaurant, and you're like, okay, well, how much does this cost? Oh, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Oh, it's not very expensive, like, but how much does it cost? Yeah, restaurants like, I'll just hit a number that seems right. Like, what? No, that's not gonna work for me. I'm gonna need you to tell me how much the thing costs, the goods and services I'm paying for, and then I'll pay you the amount that it's worth. You can't just like thumb suck a number. That's not right. I mean, the conversation sounds ridiculous in the way I'm sounding it out. I'm pretty sure it emphasizes it, but realizing that's what you kind of do with like diets and calories and stuff. You're just like, oh no, I'm gonna be doing this. It's like, what the heck, man? That's not good. Am I still talking to myself or playing No Place Like Home at home alone because my wife's working on a weekend? Yes, yes I am. And you know what? You know what? You're a poopy butt. You're a poopy face. I was gonna say something else. It's gotta be nice. Okay. I have a feeling these are raspberries. Cranberries. Okay. So what this means for me is I'm gonna be needing a bunch of cranberries. And for me to have a bunch of cranberries, they need to grow. Do I just have a room of chairs? You know what? You know what? Next time when I want your opinion, I'll ask for it. Thank you. But you just have a room of chairs. Do I need to repeat myself? As I said, when I want the opinion, I will ask for it, and you will know that I would like it. Until then, kindly reserve your opinion. I know it's hard. I know it's very tempting to tell me all the beautiful, wonderful things, you know. Just reserve it. Keep it inside. And never, ever, 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 ever let it out again, okay? There we go. That'll be the best for everyone. Great. See, I know, now that I'm thinking about it, because I'm trying to remember why they did the thing they did. And if I remember right, the reason for the breaking it into areas the way they have is because, and again, just trying to remember, been a little bit, but if I remember right, it's because what happened was there was long loading times in the games, and I think the area is the way to combat that. And I know they used to have a lot of issues with soft locking, because I know I've gotten soft locked a lot, I can tell you that for a fact. And I think this was a way to mitigate that. So they stuck up a bunch of invisible walls and stuff, so you didn't get soft locked in the game halfway through, you know. But I suppose as a consequence of that, it ended up being a little bit annoying to have to, like, you know, try and play it. Because now, yeah, you don't get soft locked, but it's also like, especially if you're running a decent machine, it's a bit painful. It's also, I've seen streamers do this and it's hilarious. So I consider my machine okay. It's not the best, but it's far from the worst. But it's funny when people are like, I bought $100 graphics card. And you're like, bro, really? Only? Like, I don't know if you've been like buying stuff, but it's been a while and tech's moved on like dramatically. And just because 5 years ago you bought the best PC, like that's actually pretty good if it still runs stuff today. Like, it's one of the bigger failings of the, I guess I'd say, tech industry, is that requirements climb pretty bloody fast. Like they climb damn fast. So like, yeah, if your thing works now and it's 10 years old, like, congrats, you bought a good thing. You apparently have taste for items that are stand the test of time, because most do not. But then again, that's how I was taught to buy a computer. It's like, you know, you're buying a pretty expensive piece of tech. Regardless of what else you do, it's going to be an investment in something. Chances are into something in your future, in my case, because I'm a programmer. It was like, okay, I needed a computer that I could code on to practice, to learn how to code, you know? Coffee. I like coffee. Have I even built a loom? Like, I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, I don't think I built a loom. No, I don't think I ever got around to it. I think I've just been like running up and down so much that at no point was like, huh, I might want to actually build a skeever. Not gonna lie, like No Place Like Home isn't a bad game. I quite enjoy it, but I think if I'm honest, I think I actually liked My Time at Portia more. And I'm almost certainly going to get My Time at Sandrock, and that's probably going to be the next game I play. Which may be a little bit behind the curve, because I'm pretty sure it's, no, I don't, I'm good. No more no more truffles. I'm good. I'm good on truffles. Incidentally, I'm about to toss this damn firewood too, but we won't be that crazy just yet. But yeah, I really loved My Time at Portia. That was probably one of my favorite games, which is ironic considering, you know, my personality and everything else. But yeah, it's a game I found to be really fun and sweet and kind of challenging as well, which is it's like a line I really like having whatever I do be striding, because I find it to be particularly enjoyable to have a game be just hard enough and just flow well enough. And even if that means it's a little bit on the bigger side and it can be a bit trickier to get it to run. Still, I find I quite like it. By the way, don't you just love the sound of people typing fast? Like, I know some people find it incredibly annoying, but I'm one of those others. Like, I'm the weird one that loves it. Like, the faster you type, it just becomes pure ASMR for me to hear someone like... Ow, what did I do? There we go. It's fixed. But yeah, I love that sound. Like, as soon as someone breaches like 120 words per minute, my ear is just like, music. Sweet, sweet music to my ears and soul. Bringing joy to my heart. Befriend the goat. Eat. Like, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it's not like that, but here's the catch. It's not like that with European animals. Like, European animals have, at least classically when humans started to tame them, been pretty nasty. I'm not sure about the predecessor of goat. I know the predecessor of the modern dairy cow, the Auric, was just, it was a nightmare. It was as bad as, like, if you know anything about wild horses and how big a-holes they are, like, it was as bad as, if not worse than that. Like, they were described as a beast, charging down everything in sight and sparing neither man nor fellow beast. Like, they were known to be nasty pieces of work. And I suppose that'd be what made it impressive that people had. By the way, what the heck, man? There's a desert right here with water. Anyways, moving on. Not gonna comment on stuff that clearly not wanted to comment on. But yeah, so the Auric was described as like a very vicious animal. But it's funny because, like, I don't think people realize that's the modern derpy dairy cow that everybody's like, ah, it's just a cow. They're not scary at all. It's just a cow, bruh. It's like, no, dude, that cow would take you the F out. Okay, hey, I found a secret area. Okay, maybe not a secret area so much as I've gone somewhere I shouldn't fall off the map. Ah, whoopsie-doo. I think the devs forgot that, but yeah, and you can even tell this isn't water because it's not doing the thing properly. Oh, there's a gate. Bro, I didn't even see the gate here. Okay, so now we hop back to here. We now know there's a gate. Oh, you know what? That might have been that I ran past. Might have been that thing, actually. In fact, it probably was. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I think I ran past the inside of the door entrance. Now, I see a pot, but no way to use it, so... Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just hush, hush, sweet summer child. It's okay. Hello, goat. Would you like some food? Which is probably going to be well received by said goat, considering the lack of, like, you know, animal and plant life here. But then again, goats are known for being some of the toughest buggers around. They don't quit. Apparently they're pretty good pets too. They're quite fun to have. Although, then I quote this from the guy I heard it from, it's a YouTuber. They are, and I quote, prey animals, and they know they're prey animals. So, don't know. Don't know. I still feel like there's potential, you know? Good old Billy Goat Gruff as a pet. The Ruined Highway. But, you know what this game makes me miss, actually, is 7 Days to Die. But, damn. That's a game that if I get started on, I'm gonna be in trouble. Like, I enjoy grinding out and building too much, but I haven't, like, adapted to the new meta with traps and stuff. Because I know you can use, like, chairs and things to stop zombies from pathing to you, but, as I say, haven't adapted. So I still need to get used to, like, okay, now you have to build a junk turret to shoot the damn zombies. Shoot the zombies. And, like, you're mostly going to be doing quests and stuff. Because that's the easiest way to get the items rather than just running around and exploring forever. But, yeah, I suppose it's what do you enjoy in a game, you know? Like, in that particular case, the older one, like the older style of the game was very fun. I even downgraded way back to before they went with their realistic voxels and they had an almost cartoony feel, and that was great. They had, like, I think 8-sided voxels or something instead of the typical 6, so then they had a lot more like arches and skew things. They had a crafting grid, that was kind of fun, like, you know, the Minecraft crafting grid. And what did happen is you could literally played like a 3D higher res version of Minecraft. It was actually pretty fun in its own way. And you know what, if I were them, I might actually go back, pull the code, and release that as its own, like, standalone thing, and be like, here you go. But anyways, the way it worked was, it isn't like now, you select an item from this menu. What had happened is, you have a menu on the left, which is really just a recipe book. And you basically go and unlock the recipes by figuring them out, or just learning how to craft them off by heart. So, like, I still remember how to craft a bow off by heart, which means once you figure it out the first time, you don't have to go around looking for the recipe, you just craft the bow. And then they introduced some, like, skill tree locks and stuff, which was okay, I think. I guess it was a part of the game. But yeah, that was much more like, it played a lot more like Daisy or Rust, really, with like a good chunk of crafting interspersed into there, but it had a very, like, Rust feel, where you're just kind of alone and you're just sort of running around, and your goal is kind of to kill zombies and shoot players. And then they shifted that. Am I speaking about another game while I play this game? Yes. And then they shifted that around to they shifted from that to, like, a more RPG skill-based thing. But before that, they introduced the concept of resource piles, because what it was happening was you need to carry around, so, like, you get logs, boards, sticks, and I think short, like, thin sticks or something like that. Like, you had like a long stick, a thin stick, a board, and a log, if I remember right. And so cutting down a tree, dropped a couple of logs, you'd take the logs and you'd craft them into a whole bunch of, like, boards. You'd take the boards and craft them. Or maybe you crafted the logs and the boards differently, and then you craft the boards into, like, poles, which you then craft into sticks, or something along those lines. And the problem is, like, now to keep wood in your inventory, you've got it taken up by, like, 20 things. But you can't really ever go back up the path, you can only go down. So what's had happened as per you want usual my picture is you kind of go cool. Like you'd kind of end up sticking your inventory full of all this other garbage. So then it's like, okay, well now you got a bunch of sticks and poles and whatever else. So you just learn to keep like tree trunks, and then you just like microcraft into whatever you want. And I think because of that, they were like, well, people are microcrafting whatever they want anyways. Let's just do away with this whole like shape and size concept. And I think it wasn't so bad. But what was a bit of a pain was the rock and small rock. That was painful. Then they removed the resources above ground. They reworked mining. They introduced the RPG elements, so like the skills and stuff as they are now. Whereas before, like leveling up might just unlock you certain levels or whatever. I don't even think levels really did anything. Actually, no. You know what they did was they increased your loot level that you found. Because as you leveled up, you'd get better loot. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. At least I think that's what I'm remembering. But anyways, they changed that around. So now the game plays a lot more like a proper survival RPG, which is pretty good because that's like kind of what I wanted. I wanted like when I picked it up the first time, I wanted a game that was like Minecraft, but had actually challenging enemies, you know. And there's another game that I really want to play, and I want it to be better than it is, because I've seen Let's Plays and they did not bode well. But it's like a Minecraft that's slightly more high def, but it's like a colony sim. So it'd be like RimWorld if you could also run around and do some crafting, you know, the thing Fallout explored, and I really loved that. Like I really loved that. Heck, that would actually be really fun. And you like do a game based around the whole RimWorld-esque theme and ideal. To make it so the player can actually be a player. Oh boy, okay, I gotta find 2 more of these. Or however more they are. By the way, Mars isn't that far away. Like, I'm assuming this world is super tech, like super duper crazy advanced, but it's like Mars only is like an 11-month flight. Like, it's long. But the dude's like, oh, I'm never gonna see everyone again. It's like, dude, it's just 11 months. Like, bro, it's a long time, but also, like, they'll be back within the year. Like, well, next year, really. Like, if we could cut down flight to Mars to maybe, like, I don't know, like 2 months. A month, you know, like an old school sea flight. Or an old school sea voyage. Because I know those used to be, like, a couple of months. You know, sailing around the coast of Africa or whatever, it takes a while. Hell, it's still a month or 2 if I'm not mistaken. That's why international shipping takes so freaking long, because a boat has to actually physically sail, because wind is free. And what with the nature of water being that there's nobody populated there and it connects everything, it's a way more efficient method of travel than overland. It's, getting slightly behind the point here. Let's pick all this stuff up. But yeah, so, you know, I guess the plot makes sense, but it's just like, you know, it could just come back to visit. Like, I don't know, man. Scientists, especially, I'm gonna say quote-unquote academics, because I do not really respect academics that much. Like, I've met 2 kinds of people that are academics and like enamored with academics, and then plenty of people that are not academics or have like kids of academics, and they're like, yeah, it sucks. Like, these people have been trained to never be wrong, and it's just terrible dealing with them. Like, as human beings, they suck. They're super, and this is on a whole, obviously. Like, don't go attack a particular academic because I don't like the field. You know, it's not the entire field's fault. Well, it is field's fault, but it's not the individual's fault that the whole field is screwed. Like, you do get good individuals, and please keep that in mind. Talking generalities here, not specifics. But yeah, like people will come out and do the whole thing, and like it's a real problem, by the way. Hey, the way academics act, their like automatic appeal to authority, and then becomes all this backstabby, underhanded jockeying for authority and position, which is why like a lot of academics, they either love the private sector because none of that crap matters, or they hate the private sector because the private sector doesn't care and they're really good at like that political jockeying stuff. They're great at like, you know, stealing credit and bloody. The private sector's just like, I don't care. Like the product you're on didn't succeed, and they'll be like, yeah, but I did so much work. Like I don't care. You weren't meant to succeed individually. I wanted the project done. Project's not done, so you personally screwed up because everyone failed. Yeah, I suppose the big difference. And it's also the irony is like once you realize that's what you're doing, you're not just working as an individual, but like yeah, you can shine. But you're a team, you know? Like it's not a But I have no idea what the heck that was. Maybe it was a fox? Don't know. Don't know. Oh, can't fall off. That's nice. I mean, sure, why not? I guess. Yeah, let's go with this. Kind of fun. I got electric waste and 2 sprinklers. Okay. I mean, sure, why not? I'm a completionist at heart anyways, it's fine. Might just be a little bit annoyed, but whatever. But IRL, there's not a chance, like you would not be able to pay me enough to do that without safety equipment. Like, hot damn, dude. Just, no. Just no. So satisfying. Bro, the devs knew what they were doing when they did that. That is just a such a satisfying sound. It's like blah, 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 blah. You can feel the trash getting cleaned up. You can hear it getting cleaned up. So I feel like I'm a good person. I know I'm a good person because I can see the trash going away. All the trash that those other bad people spilled everywhere. It's like, oh, I mean, I get it. It's cool. I agree. I like it. Not going to point out it's an inaccurate representation, but whatever. It's like, really matter? No. No, it does not. By the way, octopus head, that's kind of cool. Ain't seen that before. This is a big ass area. I like it. This reminds, so for those who are new, this area is a lot more like the old game where it's just giant. Obviously it took a while to load into and get through, but it was just like these giant big areas, and like the doors were only really for area transitions. The rest was just kind of open. That and to go underground. That was the other thing. And that was really cool. I really liked that. I like the big open thing, you know. I'm not such a fan of super tight rails. But hey, it's okay. The game's still fun. Plus, I kind of decided I'd finish it. But yeah, you'll notice me kind of rushing down the game in some ways. I'm being a little bit more aggressive than I would traditionally be about finishing stuff. Actually, you know how I think you can tell if you look careful? You notice I get very systematic. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to do this whole area here and this whole area here. And I'm really not getting diverted. And I think that's my tell for like, yeah, I'm trying to get through this. Like, I still want to do everything, but like, I don't do everything twice. Interesting. I didn't really notice that about myself. What did you do? I have no idea, but I assume it was something. Ah. I see. Okay. Well, we're going to be going there soon. And I guess it must be an interesting... I wonder what it's like to watch it. Because I know I've watched Avak play it initially a little bit. And then I personally got kind of like, you know. It was cool. And then I bought it and then I was like, yeah, this is fun, good time. But I think back then, I can't remember if it was Avak or Wonderbots or whatever. It was like early access, like actual early access. I was super early. Ah, well. Also, I gotta go watch how my wife's work day went after this. That I'm looking forward to. I'm wondering how she's doing, actually. Because she's been having a couple of rough days and a couple of good days. You know how it goes, especially when you first start work. I'm hoping she's doing okay. Anyways. So yeah, back to games. So yeah, I saw a game that was like that, where it's basically like Rimworld-ish. You'll physically run up to a workbench to set it up and control it. And like, I'd love that, plus the building aspect, where like, you have to physically run to places to get it. And like, maybe eventually create a terminal or something that allows you to have an aerial view. But then you can designate the blueprint, but you still have to go there to like, you know, lay it out. I think that'd be really cool. That'd actually be really fun. It'd be, I think, frustrating, but then it's very much in the like, okay, here you're actually managing a settlement now, and like, you're not the one building, you're just the one laying out the plans. Or maybe you can build, like maybe that's going to be the thing, like it takes you a little while to build things. And then later on you summon like little helpers to build stuff for you. Yeah, actually, I can see that, and I think that'd be pretty fun. I would like that, yeah. I think that'd be pretty enjoyable. Yeah. Yeah. I say this, but like I'm thinking through the idea more and more as I talk, and I'm like, yeah, I actually really would like that. I think I'd find that a hell of a lot of fun. Did I just pick up something called trash? Okay. You know what? Moving on. Okay, yeah. I mean, it's basically clear now. Like, it's basically a clear area. There's not really any more trash. I still need the treats and to save the phoenix, I think. Which means I must have missed one. Question is, where do you think a fox is going to be? I don't think I saw one here, but from up here I should be able to have a better view. See, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the damn controller that I need to get repaired. Incidentally, that's another thing. Like, as I've gotten older, and this is kind of cool for me to learn, so I've gotten a lot better at memorizing areas. It used to be pretty bad, and I think it's because, especially in South Africa, like I didn't do a lot of walking, so my brain would just like, you know, like gloss over, like, there's an area here. Yes. Okay, where's the area? Straight forward. Yeah. Go right. Yes, that's my impression of a drunk brain. But now it's like, okay, where it's straightforward. Yeah, okay, cool. I remember where it is. And it's cool. I like it. But also find it interesting to be able to like, it's not just like an intangible difference, it's very much an appreciable one. Man, where's the lost Fennec fox, huh? Where are those cute little bastards? It's probably somewhere off like Skepter. But yeah, that's, I mean, it's the reason why I like very purposely went and like got and like made sure that I could do it in one pass, but I've missed something. That's very annoying. I always hate when that happens. Do you hate when it happens? You like miss something, like time to backtrack. Maybe when I run backward through it, I'll pick it up. Maybe I'll spot it like that. Okay. So I hear the Egyptian themed music. I agree, buddy. That is very spooky and kind of cool and makes me feel like I'm in a foreign, mysterious place. However, where's that effing Fennec? I'm gonna munch it. You know something I just realized, and I wonder if they explain this. Like, this is clearly a constructed, like, place. Like, the whole valley's clearly been constructed, like someone put it together. I think that'd be an interesting point to get to. Like, someone mentions like about how the valley was built, and they were like, oh my, we built the valley. And like, this truly is the last good place on Earth, and the rest just kind of terrible. Don't make me hunt for you. I'm very close to just looking up where they are. Wait, I can hear it. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. What bit that makes sound? I haven't heard that sound in a while though. So where is it? Where did they put that last of their foxes? Come on, where are you? Where was I hearing a fox? Okay, now I'm gonna search it. Nah, I'm gonna look it up. Like, I've had enough. I have had enough. Web browser, Google, where no place like home. Where's the wiki? Okay. Gameplay zones. Desert. Three in the oasis, one in the debris, one arid plain. Okay. Okay, so we'll go to arid plain, look around there. Then we'll go debris, and then we'll go highway. I guess we just get a listen. I have a terrible feeling that it's found its way off of this corner where there's an open bit. Just kind of wandered off somewhere. But okay, let's just run the extremities here as well. Yeah, you can't collect from this water. See, I think that's the error transition. Well, apparently this is a secret area. I found it. I found the end of the world, guys. Okay, there's no fox in that area. It's too small. I've covered it. Which leaves me with two more places that it could be. Come on, buddy. Call out for help. You don't want a treat? There you are. Freaking. Okay. Well, moving on. It's okay. We've done it. Just, yeah. All good. I'm not annoyed at all. You're annoyed. Yes, hello. Hi, warden started flowing. Animals have found the shade. So will you help me cross the desert? Not yet, friend. We need more water. Could you fill those legs? Gotcha. Yeah, I've... Okay. By the way, deserts aren't deserts because they don't have enough water. Deserts are deserts because they don't retain the water they get. Like, I'm not saying that she's wasting time, a little bit useless, but like, she is kind of sort of wasting time. Like, this isn't actually what makes a lake a lake. Like, if the desert could retain its water, then it wouldn't be a desert. That's the biggest problem with erosion of topsoil and why it's so freaking hard for us as human beings to fix it. Is it's just flat out difficult. Because you need to make sure that you don't, in the process of trying to fix it, make it worse. And what makes it worse is if you remove the vegetation or whatever else. So it's actually, ironically, we as humans do in fact cause a lot of the issues we're dealing with here. But the thing that's doing that isn't so much the fact that we're farming or whatever, although soybean farming is pretty terrible because of the amount of deforestation it leads to. The problem is you erode the topsoil and you erode a lot of like grasses and stuff, and those grasses hold the topsoil together. When the topsoil is held together and shaded, it retains water, which allows for more grasses and stuff to grow. And I suppose that whole process is kind of kick-started by algae way back when, you know, in the beginning of Earth or whatever else. So yeah, the thing is like, and I think it's pretty bloody easy to forget, but it's not just like water. Like, again, like deserts, they aren't that dry. It does rain, but it doesn't rain a lot, and that's ironically because of the ground effect, because they don't retain water. There's no humidity above them, it's just dry air. If there's no humidity, clouds are pushed further up, and they can never cool enough to really condense. And then it's kind of a rarity that the clouds will condense because, you know, the time it takes for the cooling or whatever else. So yeah, the irony is, I guess, is that deserts make deserts. But we are fighting back. Like, now that we understand what makes a desert, we've gotten a lot better at, like, you know, undoing that process, which is largely is a case of like going to it and basically just planting like aloe and stuff, anything that can grow and will put down roots to help hold that together, and that will help convert the sand and stuff into dirt. But you know, silicon dioxide and plain dirt's pretty different. I need help with goats. Like, eventually we're probably gonna end up just dredging dirt out of the seafloor. But I've already done that. Okay, I need you to let's greatly increase. Okay, okay, fix the dam and activate it. Now, finally. Now I got a map, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the ruined desert highway, and I'm pretty sure we've been to all the controllers. But this time they'll glow! Glow! They'll glow! That sound a bit effeminate? Yes? Well, you know what? I'm okay with that. Now shoo. Ah, what I thought those were. Okay. Ah, that's a controller. It's glamorous! Really? It's okay. Like the embodiment of trash. Maybe I shouldn't be near potable water. Yeah, whatever. Fix it. Push it. That's interesting. By the way, obviously, once I finish doing this, I'm probably gonna get like a, I don't know, fast travel or something to get to home. We'll see. Life will go back in this place. Yeah, you have Newland's blood. So you promised to tell me the secret. I did, but first, small history. You know why you made Naza a new home? We needed a fresh start. We drowned all the garbage we produced long before we invented how to process it efficiently. You know, just like you did on your way here using the vac pile. Your grandfather had vastly different ideas on how to clean it up. Everyone has a different answer, but in all, we think that we were all stubborn. Life's work would have gone to waste, others and food and Your grandfather knew we couldn't risk it, and after Nick's robots yet again flooded the valley of trash, your granddad said that it took the last straw, and he went on his journey to confront him. I'll see if you need help. Yes, you're ready. I'll land the boat I promised you in the canal nearby. Go and reunite with Grandpa. Damn it, let me go on the boat. Would have been fun. Ah well. Ooh. Now that That is interesting. Now that's a concept. I like that. Okay. Bro, I want to go there manually. Give me a boat in the canal. I want there to be a boat, or I'm gonna be annoyed at this dev. Like, I've done all this work fixing the place up. At the very least, dev, you owe me a bloody boat, okay? You owe me a boat. I played this whole freaking game. Whole game. You owe me a boat ride into the sunken city. I don't care how dopey it is, I want it. Yes! Shame on you, dev. You know what you did. That's it. I guess it's acceptable. It's not too bad. What is this? It's a new kind of trash. I can't break it. Howdy, partner. We got some robots to smack. Wait a minute. Who are you? What's happening for you? So, Cornelius, is that you? It's an amazing outfit. Extraordinary to— oh, it's Cornelius. Could no longer stand watching what was happening. So you helped us so much, we decided to join your fight and put an end to the madness. Wait a minute. How? You mean the power of the chicken launch? Unlimited super chickens. So anyways, I started blasting. Find defeat Grandpa's evil twin. Now the power of a band, which should be mastermind. Okay. Ha. Okay, mental note. Super chickens are kind of cool. He just zaps trash, huh? That's pretty cool. I mean, it's not actually unlimited, but like, okay, I feel you. This is pretty cool. And oh my gosh, we're on the last section, and I don't know how long this area takes to get through. I think it might actually be pretty fast. Oh, there's my boat to go back. Okay, well, look, I'm gonna be honest, I would have liked a cinematic, but like, props on actually putting the boat there. You know, that was nice. I like that I could actually get in the boat. Probably gonna find olives somewhere along the way. We need oil to lubricate the anti-evil robot machine. I see why they give you unlimited super chickens, because you can't use the damn water. Yeah, it does make the game a little bit impossible to play if you have no water. Oh. Quack. Right. There's an awful lot of animals here. But yeah, I guess the guy's decision wasn't exactly to end the world, so you know. I mean, the city is sunken. I'm pretty surprised these robots are here, considering how much they hate water. Okay, what can I dump? Probably all of this. I have no potatoes. Ah, it's a travesty. No chicken left behind. Huh. That was... Okay. I'm going to just hop back home, pick up some potatoes, because I don't... Grandpa's like, freebie! Bye, I'll be back. Just grab me some potatoes. Need to get the chickens. Sorry, Grandpa, I'm 100%er. You understand? You know what it's like? Like, let me out. Ellen, you've saved me. I'll be back in a minute, Grandpa. Just gotta get some potatoes. Grandpa's like, damn it, Ellen. Don't do this again. Damn it, not again, Ellen. We've been over this. Okay, I've already... Ah, oh, damn it. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Go here. Put it... So they're like, we'll need... And then just list off all the garbage I've been collecting on the side. Like, interesting. Like, I don't get the impression I was meant to do, like, literally every quest obsessively. I get the distinct impression I was meant to just be normal. Do normal, as the Dutch would say. Take my super chicken. Chicken. Chicky. Chicken. It's so big I could get past. Wait. Okay. We're good. Grandpa, I've come back to save you again. I know I abandoned you last time, but it'll be okay. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen is I'm gonna rescue him. He's been like, I made a mistake. My technology got out of control. Here, help me free your grandpa. I'm like, it turns out you do love the family. You love us after all, Grandpa's not evil, brother. I see, so when you get in here, it's just like, have infinite... Go away. Go. Sure. Flies are bad. Go away. Smack that. I mean, it's an ending. It's not bad. It's kind of fun. Like, we are infinite super chickens launching rocks. I wish I'd known. Yeah, like, that's actually, you know what? I was gonna say I wish I'd known what they'd done, but then I'm like, you know what? That's entirely on me not knowing that. Like, totally, utterly, and completely on me. Like, I could have just sat down and tried with super chicken on pile of trash. I was just like, these things are useless. Like, Yeah, that's entirely my bad. I did this. We're gonna repair the machine. We need the great ball bait tour along with da-da-da-da-da and all the random garbage you've collected that you would have if you cleaned up the entire place without missing anything. Well, lucky for you, Grandpa, I've done just that. Haha. Aren't I your favorite son? Haha. Reminds me of Spyro when I did a playthrough of it as an adult. And I literally just 100%'d the game on the first pass. So I got to the end, they were like, here's the super secret. I think I unlocked, like, missed 2 things. No loss, now I released my grandpa. Ellen? Wait, are you Max? Who would have thought? I guess you wouldn't. I can't handle any more of those chickens. He's in his cage, you can let him go. I mean... Okay. Together at last. Talk. Ellen, you returned and you found me. Yes, yeast grandpa. I could never abandon you in need. I was worried sick. What happened? Yes, Grandpa, and you inspired me to take care of your old farm and bring it back to its former glory. I'm sure that in your hands it looks even better than before. I think I owe you an explanation. So the person behind this mess is your brother. Yes, you see, Nick is my twin, unfortunately the evil variety. You think I exaggerate, but he's up to no good. When we were born, we were already so conflicted. I didn't even want to mention him. I was afraid he would be a bad influence. Speaking of bad influence, so here it comes. I never knew you had a granddaughter. I see you sabotage not only my scientific career, but also my family life. You never cared about the environment, one, but only about your crazy experiments. You never cared about our family either. The world must continue. The earth doesn't matter anymore. I always cared about my family. It just didn't have any time to. Can't you see you need each other? I would have never survived without your farm. I would have got here and helped the environment without Nick's tech. And Nick, do you really think this is sustainable to exploit everything? Can just abandon it later? Just look at what it did to your family, your friends. The Earth is not just some kind of floating rock in its base to experiment on. I mean, yeah, kind of, yeah. It's all of us. You have a wise granddaughter, Newland. You're right, Ellen. I went too far. I am sorry. It's time to join forces, Max. Turns on the machine. I guess I can live with that and forgive you for what you did. For the greater good. I know how much we can accomplish with this technology as long as it's used for the right things. Maybe we can make it happen. Truce? Truce! That's settled, right? You still have any doubts? Just think about how other people stayed here. They really need your help. The world needs your help. I'm really proud of you, Ellen. I think it might just work. Now tell me, what's your plan? Will you stay on Earth and help us, or go to Mars and make sure people do not... You know what? That's been a lot of fun. I want to see what happens when I continue and stay on Earth. Stay of Earth. This place grows on you. I couldn't have wished for a better granddaughter. Now share with me the amazing stuff you did. It's like, okay. It's like, right. Yeah. One ultra recycler. Gee. Thanks, Grandpa. I mean, that was okay. A touch anticlimactic, but it was okay. Ah, there's a boat right here. Ellen's strong. That's a big boat. She just shoves that thing. Let's go. Let's go, big boy. There you go. Grandpa's old farm. Where do you think I'm gonna find Grandpa? What happens? What happens now? Oh, there we go. Grandpa opened his last room. Thanks, Grandpa. Appreciate it. Oh, that's what it was for. Oh, yeah. That's what it was for. I know now. Okay. I'm gonna go finish off the game properly, and then we're just going to say goodnight to it. It's been fun, and it's been a really good, run. been a good time. Good game. Cute furniture set. Nice. But in the end, we've come a long way. And I think it's time to say goodnight to everything. So, final thoughts. So I run here to, like, you know, go tidy everything up. I'd love to know where my grandfather is. Like, I'd love to speak to him again. If you choose to continue the game, that'd be nice. And you're like, okay, I just wanted to finish off some quests. Going to Mars now, toodles. Like, overall, that was a really fun, rewarding experience. Like, I'm not going to lie. That was really good. Yeah, I don't know how else to say it. I enjoyed it a lot. It was really, like, quite satisfying. I'm a bit, I don't know, I wouldn't say disappointed, but it's a bit like, yeah, I would have loved to see the whole village here rebuilt and all the NPCs moved here. You know? But, I suppose you can only do so much, you know? But yeah, like, that's no place like home. We've almost got the last quest completed. I just need to run up to this lady and hand her some stuff. I would have loved to see some, like, late, like, post game stuff, you know? But yeah, I think this was a pretty good game. It was a hell of a lot of fun. Thanks for joining me, and yeah, bye bye. I am finished.